Hello, Christina. Students across the South East done rather well this year.
Yes, everyone I've spoken to today has been thrilled with their results. I'm now inside the building and there is water everywhere. They've had to turn the electricity off. Here's the reception desk, and as you can see, they've had to abandon the computer, everything. They say it's going to take up to 2 months to refurbish this place. Here are hundreds of canoes that have not been able to be used for over a month, and now it's just a waiting game for this flooding to go down until this business can get back up and running.
Christina, what have we actually heard today?
Well, it was heard in court today how 5 men entered the Double K gym in Bexley in southeast London that morning, just a few minutes before George Barker was due to arrive for his normal training session.
This programme can exclusively reveal that the number of missing people here in the southeast has more than doubled over the past 5 years.
Christina Criddle reports.
Wives, mothers, brothers and friends. These are just some of the people that are currently missing in the southeast.
Sussex police had the highest rise in missing persons cases in the region, and they say that since September last year, reports have more than doubled.
Friendly, loving dogs, hating filth.
At this centre in South Godstone, there are around 50 dogs which have come from puppy farms. We can't show any of them because their cases are still active.
Our reporter Christina Criddle has been investigating and discovering what, Christina?
NHS staff have been signing these things called settlement agreements. Now, these are contracts for staff who leave the NHS.
And Jeremy Hunt's suggesting there everything changes after that.
He said that these contracts, unless they had that clause in, were illegal. But what our investigation has found, and what the National Guardian's Office, which is the NHS's whistleblowing body, has found, is that these agreements are still being used in the wrong way.
Welcome to the University of Manchester.
On campus, students are checking out books at the large red brick library, revising for their end-of-year exams. A Freedom of Information request has revealed that there have been over 4,000 successful hacks at this university in the past 4 years.
Steeped in Arthurian legend and perched high on the Atlantic coast, Tintagel Castle in Cornwall is one of Britain's most dramatic heritage sites. Christina Criddle had a tour of the castle at sunrise.
I've walked up 100-odd steps up a cliff edge to go back to the castle, and this is how tourists have been visiting Tintagel for hundreds of years.
Well, Christina joins us from near the perimeter of Gatwick Airport.
This barley here will get transported to the distillery in Chatham. As you can see behind me, the beach is pretty clear. More than a quarter of serious and fatal injuries on motorbikes happens here in the southeast.
Charlie Firmer's family founded this farm in Ashford 70 years ago, but he's now found innovative new ways to keep business booming.
Well, it's very much diversify or die. We're at a point in British farming where things are moving very, very quickly.
Here is where the apples get turned into healthy snacks. This team of teenagers have been rehearsing throughout the summer holidays in preparation for the competition.
Some breaking news, we're just hearing that people with cystic fibrosis will not be able to access 2 life-changing drugs on the NHS in Scotland.
This is genuinely life-changing news for people like Carly. Her cystic fibrosis means she might not live long enough to see her 2-year-old son Jude grow up.
Being told that it costs too much money to help a human being breathe is, really beyond upsetting.
How important are your eyes if you're riding a horse? Well, Nicola Naylor competes in national and international dressage, and she's totally blind.
So all I have now is light perception.
A 15-foot pagoda, a gilt bronze clock, and ornate golden dragons. It's no wonder the royal family have kept these treasures all to themselves. And here is a Mandarin figure created in the early 1800s, and it still nods today. This shoe belonged to Dame Margot Fontaine, who in 1979 was crowned Prima Ballerina Assoluta. With acts like Foreigner, Cheap Trick and Blackstone Cherry playing. And as for me, I'm heading into the crowd to watch The Darkness tonight. 2 #1 hits, 3 studio albums and headlining major festivals. Not bad for a university dropout.
And eventually I had to ask if I could quit to pursue music because it was just all a bit too much.
Was that a difficult decision to make?
It was a difficult decision. I was the first person in my family to go to university, so it was difficult, and my mum was not happy about it.
And we're gonna lay it down. Okay, and we can see more from this exhibition until November the 17th. If you want to catch a glimpse of Noel.
Never met before in my life. I don't know who she is.
Who's going to be around?
She broke in and wrestled me to the ground. I just want to say that. The BBC, you're out of order. You're outrageous. Shaka Khan's coming. Come there.